everyone, welcome back. It's Angela. So nice of you guys to join me as always. We are working again on our journal and we are coming to the end of that. So I'm so glad to hear that you guys have been following along. Just remember it is on YouTube, so you can go at your own pace. There's no rush. But I do want to complete the project so that you have something to do in totality once once I've completed all the different pieces that go together. All right, so this is where we were last time over here. We had our little flip and our little tucks over there. And if you're wanting to see any of those previous episodes, you can go to the playlist for this. This is called the Floral Folly playlist. So everything that I've done in there, as well as anything linked to what I might have covered, like the cover, you can go and see how I put that all together. Everything is in that playlist. You can find the playlist in the link, which is in the description box below this video. Or you can go onto my YouTube homepage, and where you see home, videos, and then playlists as tabs, go to playlists, look for the Floral Folly playlist, and everything you'll find in there. Okay, so this is where we were. So we had a few tucks here, tucks here, flip here, and the very next page, so it's the back of this tea stain page, or coffee stained if that's what you're using. I have put one of my wildflower dies. Now the wildflower dies are part of journal cards. I have enlarged this particular one and stuck a butterfly on here. If you're wanting to know how to enlarge things or change sizes in your digitals, you can go and have a look at how to make the most of your digitals, and that link for that tutorial is in the description box as well. Right, so the tutorial is called How to Make the Most of Your Digitals. This is just another old book page of mine, and just a note on that, I have seen some people say, you don't have to use the exact book pages I use. You can use any book page, and if you don't have a book page, you can use an old scrapbook page. You can use anything, stick florals on it if you want to, or an area to write on that. It's just a guide. All right, so just remember that. So that's what I've got here. On the back of this page, which is part of a birthday book, you can see that I've got something that looks like this, and I just wanted to decorate that up. You'll remember in one of the previous videos I made something with the back of the actual envelope, so it was a piece of a mailer, and I'll put the link for this. I've just really collaged this up, and I told you that we would use it, so I will link that video in the description box as well. So this is just a collage collection, and I did actually make this on one of the tutorials. I'm going to stick that down just over there. And then this is just the card that I was playing around to show you what it would look like if we had to put a piece of ephemera in the back here. Now you can have this as a loose pocket, where this here you can write on the back like that, and you could just clip it in with a paper clip, or you could actually glue that down. All right, so that's up to you. I'm going to clip it like this. And think about whether I want to glue that down or have it as a flip or whatever. So I'm just putting it here with my little quilting clips, which I do find really handy. It is a pocket, so you are able to put something in the pocket over here. Let me just see. It's hard at the angle that I'm sitting at the moment. Right, so it is a pocket like that. So it can be floating, it can be a flip, or you can just stick it down. It's up to you. So I'm going to just stick that over there for the moment and think about what I want to do with that. All right, now on this page, I'm not going to do anything at this moment. So we're going to leave that one as it is. I might come back and put tabs on a couple of pages, but fabric tabs. So I'm just leaving those like that at the moment. Not every single page needs to be decorated. On the back of this one, we've got this image, which is on the other side, which you would have, let's just turn that over. It's decorated opposite this little page over here, so it's the other side of that. All right, and that's a book page there again. This is the ABCs of Floral, I think. That's what that one's called. That one goes there. Now we're going to start with this one today. So I'm going to just clip this over here just so it doesn't flip back. What I've got here, and this is really quick and easy for this side, I'm just going to stick this down. This is a pocket from the actual add-on kit. So I'm going to just stick that down over the holly bits here at the bottom there. All right, and then I'm able to stick little bits and pieces in there at some point. So I'm just going to stick that down. So that's easily done, isn't it? All right, so let's just do that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I have definitely had a really relaxing week, which is so lovely, even though I have been at work this week. It has been great just to relax a little bit and not have the pressures of, you know, admin and marking and all those other things that we normally do. So I hope that you guys are all having a better week. I'm looking forward to going on a bit of a break, not a holiday, not an actual vacation, but just not at work, so just taking time off to do whatever I want to do. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, this side now is a tea stained paper, and it's part of this page that we did over here. So this is where we had the wraparound mailer as a tuck spot, so you'll remember that. Okay, so that's the other side of that. I'm just trying to line it up now. It'll be much better when I've sewn these in. Right, on this side, what I'm going to do here is, and let me just take that whole piece out of the way. I am going to measure in, and I'll tell you how much it is here. We are looking at 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches, more or less. I have folded that like that. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to now just move this bit out the way as well. Let's just move it up there and grab my bone folder here. My hands have been in the walls this week. I broke that nail and I caught this finger in the door handle and it squashed it up and it's bruised now and sore. So the nails need to be cut and sorted later on today, but I just needed to get this video sorted before I go and tackle the nails. Right, so we've got that bit folded over like that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to do a few things. The first is I want to put some lace on here, but I'm going to stick this bit down just with glue. So just going to make a tuck spot. So we're just going to put a bit of glue there. You could use double-sided tape. You could stitch around it if you wanted to, but I'm not today. I'm not, which is quite a miracle for me, really, isn't it? Yes, you all say. Okay, so we've got that one there, just so that it's going to stay down. So that's great. And then what I've got is I've got a big piece of lace that I'm going to use. Just seeing something here. I don't want to just cut that piece off. So I've got this piece of lace. It's probably, what, about 2 inches wide? Yeah, good guess. 2 inches or 5 centimeters. And I'm going to just stick that down with a bit of lace sort of peeking over like that. So that's the one thing I want to do. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to do that. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to worry about the little holes in the lace because we're going to stick something over part of it anyway. So that doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to get the glue all down and then I will worry about the rest after that. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to now just put that over the top there like that. Okay, so that's going to look pretty peeking over the edge there. Now we're making layers, that's why we've got a shorter page here. And you'll see what I'm going to do. Again, I'm looking at the scraps I have over, and what I've done is I have just torn off with my hand a piece of the peach polka dot paper, which is in the journal pages for the Floral Folly. This is about 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches wide, and it's about just short of 7 inches or about 17.5 centimeters. Okay, so you want a piece like that. And then I did the same kind of a thing with the brown, so the latte paper, as I like to call it, from the same kit. So you've got 2 pieces like that. All right, we're going to lay these over each other. And then I've taken a piece of the doily, the lace page, from my lace tea and avert page. That's going to go over the middle here. So I'm just going to sort of line these up like this. And we're going to end up sticking these down in a minute. So let's do that. Okay, let's start. So we'll start with this one on here. So I'll just use the same glue and get that stuck down. So you can of course stitch over the top of this, and I might or might not. I'll see how I go now. All right, I just want to get a bit of glue down there, and I want to just get this lined up, so we're overlapping this a little bit like that. Okay, mine aren't exactly the same length as you can see, but that just gives it interest, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm just pulling them a little bit further apart. There we go. Then we're going to take this one, which is slightly narrower, about 1 inch wide only, this one, and probably about 6.5 inches or about 16 centimeters. So it's a little bit shorter, not much. And then I'm going to just stick that one on the top here, like that. All right, so we're just layering up what we've got, our scraps, using what we have. So I like the challenge when you come to the end of a journal and you have all these bits left over, and I like to think, oh, well, what can I do with that? That is the challenge. So, you know, right, so I'm just going to stick that on the top. I don't think I'm going to stitch through this one. I think I'm quite happy with that, and I am going to actually stick it down. So I'm going to stick it down just like that. So it's just sort of, I've got some lace there. This is just going to be a little pretty bit. It'll have a little bit on the side here, but I think I am quite happy with, you know, there'll be a bit of narrow space on the left hand side of this once I've stuck it down, where you can actually write. But you know, we like prettiness too, don't we? So a little bit of room there. Okay, right, so we just turn that over, and I'm just having a check here, sort of lining it up, trying to just make it even on each side. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Right, okay, so we've got that like that. That looks fine so far. Now what I'm going to do is just taken one of my little fussy cut flowers. All right, so there we go. I think this is from the first fussy cut kit that I did. I will let you know when I go and edit this all. I'm going to stick this lower down because I'm going to put some stuff at the top there. So I'm going to stick that over there. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my butterflies, and I quite like the color of this one. It's one of my favorites. With the yellows, I'm going to stick that at the top just there. All right, and then I've got 2 sentiments that I'm going to angle and fill up those spaces there, because it's lovely to have positive reinforcement. So be blessed and be brave. Yeah, do you like that? Of course you can put in whatever you feel you want to. I like to remind myself that I am blessed, and I have to be brave. So that's a good one for me. Right, so I'm just sort of positioning these before I stick them down. So I want them slightly angled. Do I want them sort of like this and like this? Or what do I want? Let's see. Yeah, something like that. So now I'm able to sort of space out what I'm doing here. Okay, so let's just take the glue again and we can get this all stuck down. Right, so you know guys, you can do this in any themed journal. It doesn't have to be floral, you know, adapt it to the theme that you're doing. And it's a great way to add layers to your pages, because you don't want all the pages to be the same. Or maybe you do, but I like a bit of difference here and there. So I like to do different things, and I like to have places to store things, because with journals, you know, lots of memories going on. So we like to have places to put our ephemera and things that we collect. So I know that's definitely the case for me. All right, so I'm going to stick this down now. I'd love to see how you guys are getting on and how your journals are going. So please don't forget to either send me an email with your journal pictures or tag me on Instagram at angela.k50, you know, my Instagram, and then I can see what you guys are up to as well. That's always special. Right, so we just got this little butterfly to go. I'm going to just get it to go over that bit over there. Okay, so there we've got a fairly flat page, you'll be glad to know. And this is bugging me, so I'm going to just lift this up and put a bit more glue down. There we go. I'm happier with that now. Right, so we've got that little page there. And before I put it all together, just going to turn this over to the back where we've got a tuck spot as well. And look, you can see that lovely lace coming over there. And then what I'm going to do here is also really quick and easy as well. Again, using some scraps. So this is just from the lace pages, the lace tea and Avo. As you know, I love to use these. They've got so many uses. One of my favorites. So I'm going to take a piece here. I've just made it wide enough to fit into the width of my little flat there. And again, I'll be able to store a whole lot of bits and pieces in here. And when I do the flip through, you'll see what it is that I am using for ephemera for all these pockets. You don't, just remember, you don't have to fill all the pockets when you're doing your journal, because as you go and write in it and do various things, you're going to add bits and pieces anyway. So that's why it's not a necessity to fill everything up. Right, so I'm just putting a little bit of Distress ink on the edges of this bit here. Right, so we're getting on well here today with all of this, getting lots done. And I'm going to give you some homework as well, so don't think you're getting off lightly today. The homework involved. Right, so we'll just put that down there. And we've got that little bit, the, like I like to call it, the latte paper. All right, so we've got that there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just checking. Right, now again, what I've done is I have cut out 2 of these. These are the Tim Holtz Sizzix Thinlits. And this is one of my favorites. It's called Garden Greens. You'll find the details for this on my Amazon favorite lists. And I will pin that Amazon favorite underneath the video. So if you aren't able to access the drop-down menu, I will try and do that there. All right, so go and have a look for the link there. It gives you all the details there. And if you would like to, not obliged, you can go and have a look and see what it is that if you all you need to know about it. All right, so I'm going to have one going that way, I'm going to have one going this way, and then what I'm going to use in the middle is again taking this piece from my latest my neutral digital fussy cut flowers. So this is one of the ones like that. I've cut it out and I'm going to use it like this in the middle here. So I'm going to just put that to the side at the moment, and I'm going to try and stick this down first. So I've cut these out of the paper from the Floral Folly digital journal sheet pages. You get 13 pages in there, and there is a green sheet, which is the paper I've used to cut this out. So I love this color green. It is always the color green I'm looking for when I'm wanting to do die cuts. So now I don't have that problem anymore, and I'm thrilled about that. I love the pink one as well, and it's also a great color for doing die cuts. Now when I do my journal pages and ephemera, I use anything from a 120 gram to 160 gram. I think in pound weight that is 32 to 60 pound weight. Okay, so more towards the 60 than the 32. So it doesn't present a problem when I want to use the scraps for die cuts, because they cut out perfectly, no struggles at all. All right, so in case you were wondering, because I get that question quite a lot. And again, I do have some of the paper that I use in my Amazon description favorite tools list as well, so you can find that there. All right, so now we're going to put this on. I love these neutrals, it makes things pop. So really, you can't have too many focuses on a page, can you? So this is great. This is my new fave. Oh, you know, it's the second time I've done that today. I've got dropsy today. Dropsy. Right. It's dropped on where I need glue, so that's all right. I'm going to glue it, and I'm just mindful here, so it doesn't matter if it goes over there a bit. We will stick it just like that. Okay. Right. So that's coming around nicely. Great place to put in some tuck spots there. You can stencil on the edges there as well. And then I've just got a really small butterfly just to add a little pop of color in the corner here. Okay. And I'm going to just put that at the top there. Okay, and then that's all I'm going to put on that little piece, and then we're going to put it together. Right, so we're going to just do that like that. Stick that down. All right, give it a moment just to dry. And now we will put this together. So let's just think. This goes in here. Pull this all back together. And then I think, yeah, this goes like this. Okay, so we've got where we started. So I'm going to decide how I attach that. We've got this page, we have these two, then we come to the page we've just done. So we've got the book page with our little pocket there. Look how these layers are coming along and how pretty they are. We've got this lovely lace bit there. You can see the peach polka dot poking through, and we've got a lovely layered page over there with some sentiments, and I like that. Then when you turn that over, you can still see your lace and the greens coming through, and you've picked up the greens there nicely, and you've got your little tuck spot here. And I'm probably going to stencil a bit over there. Now on this page, I'm probably going to leave that as it is. I might put a tab, a fabric tab or something, but as I said, I'll leave that for the moment. If you turn over that page, you've got this page which matches up with the other one on the other side of that, which was that one there. So that's there, and here's your homework. All right, so this is the flip out that I did a while back, and I love this tutorial. You've got your little tag that goes in over there, and another little one over there. Those all are from my Floral Folly, my Fussy Cut Flower kit, the first one. So those are all here. This is tea stain paper, and then my little butterflies and sentiments. And then when you open that up, you've got two more little pockets with flowers in it, and some bits and pieces over there. All right, so that's going to flip out, and the way we attach that will be just to glue this bit down. Now again, I have stuck things on the back here, so I might well think to use a paper clip that I put some ribbon on to make it loose. All right, so it's a floating pocket, or you could not decorate the back and you could stick that straight down over here as well. I'll probably will stencil over there as well. So that's where we are at the moment. Okay, and then when we come back next time, I'll have some kind of a plan for over here. So we haven't got far to go now. We haven't got far to go. I will share the rest of the journal with you as we go. So here's your homework, the one-page flip out, and I'll put the link in the playlist as well. And then that's what we have done for today with all of those. Okay, so thank you everybody for following along. I do hope you're enjoying this. We are so close to the end now, probably only a couple of more episodes. I do want to show you how to bind this. It's not hard at all, so you'll be pleasantly surprised. And then we'll have our final flip through after that. So probably a couple, three or four episodes maybe, tops. All right. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I won't jabber on anymore. I'll leave you to it. I look forward to seeing you guys in our next video. So have a fabulous weekend. And thank you for joining me as always. Bye-bye.